students, this is Krishna, your STEM instructor from Science Explorers. And today we are gonna do this interesting chemical experiment. I'm sure students, you would have heard this in your studies. It's known as neutralization reaction. Well, let's try to understand neutralization reaction. Well, I'm sure everybody knows what is a reaction. Well, what is a reaction, students? Can you think and tell me? Yes, it is a reaction where an acid reacts with an alkali and it results into formation of salt and water. I again repeat, neutralization reaction is a reaction in which acid combines with what, students? Yes, alkali, and it results into formation of salt and water. Well, can you think of any examples of acids in your life, in your daily life, in substances around you? Students, do you like oranges? Do you know oranges are very sour to taste? Why are they sour to taste? Yes, because they contain an acid. Do you know which acid do they contain? That acid starts with C. Yes, it is citric acid. One more example of an acid. I'm sure you know many a times when you eat food which is having a lot of chili, having a lot of oil, say probably fried food, you feel acidic in your stomach and in your food pipe, and you just don't like it. Why do you feel acidic? Why? Yes, because there's an acid in our stomach. Do you know which is that acid in our stomach? Think. Yes, it is hydrochloric acid. So we have hydrochloric acid, you have citric acid. One last example of an acid. You like Chinese food. You like fried rice and noodles. Yum, I enjoy it. You know, we put an acid in that. Which is that acid? That acid is vinegar. That is acetic acid or ethanoic acid. So, well, we have a lot of examples of an acid. Let's take an example of an alkali. You know what? Soap. It is soapy to touch, slippery. It's an alkali. Have you ever, by mistake, you know, you're taking a bath, you have a lot of soap around. Have you tasted if some soap gets into your mouth? It is bitter to taste. All alkalis are bitter to taste. They are soapy to touch. And can you give me an example of an alkali? Yes, it is sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. Well, also your baking soda, which our parents or my mom uses to bake foods. Yes, it contains baking soda, which is an alkali. And today, students, we are going to use these two chemical substances. I'm going to use an acid that is vinegar, ethanoic acid. You know what's the best part? You can get this acid in all the grocery stores around you. So let's have a DIY experiment of acetic acid, vinegar, and baking soda. Well, you know, baking soda, students, is a solid, and we have vinegar, which is a liquid. And both of these available at the grocery store near your house. Now comes the star, that is this mountain. Well, let us see how did I make this mountain. Well, I made this mountain with a lot of these nice, beautiful, gooey modeling clays. Well, I just have one small packet of modeling clay here, but I took such 15 packets. And you know what I did? I started putting them step by step. And you know what's the best part about this clay? Even though it is soft, but once you put it at one place, it dries off, it sets, and it will give you a beautiful shape of a humongous mountain in front of you. Well, now I am sure, students, you will ask me, sir, your clay is pink in color. How did the mountain become orange and red? Yes, we used a paint. And you know what? I painted this entire mountain with red and orange color. So this is how I made this mountain. But, well, students, would you like a mountain to be on this table? Obviously not. You would require the mountain to be on a terrain. So I used a polystyrene foam that is known as thermocol. which again you will get it near the stationery shop near your home. And this thermocol or polystyrene foam has been painted red to go along with my mountain. So here I am with acetic acid, ethanoic acid, vinegar, that's the acid. I have the sodium bicarbonate, that is baking soda. I have my mountain, I have my terrain made. What am I going to do with this? Yes, students, we are going to carry out a chemical reaction which happens in the volcanoes. Yes, we are going to make a volcano eruption, and let us see how the volcano eruption will happen. So what I'm going to do is, students, I'm going to put some baking soda, sodium bicarbonate in this mountain, which is what? Is it an acid or an alkali? Baking soda, acid or an alkali? Yes, it's an alkali. Now I'm going to take ethanoic acid, acetic acid. Is it an alkali or an acid? Well, the name itself suggests, yes, it is an acid. And now let us see what will happen when this acid reacts with an alkali. Well, boom, and oh my God, do you see there is a volcanic eruption happening? Well, students, do you notice gas is coming out? Do you notice there are bubbles coming out? What do you feel these bubbles are? What do you feel these bubbles are? Yes, students, these bubbles are because of liberation of a gas. And you know which gas is liberated here? Think. Well, the gas which we give out when we breathe out, yes, it is carbon dioxide. So students, here is a volcanic eruption where acid combined with a base, alkali, and it resulted into formation of salt, water, and in this case, you also got carbon dioxide gas. Well, wish to see you again. Goodbye. Thank you.